After nearly 2 months on break, Quebec's National Assembly returns Tuesday, launching what is expected to be a busy stretch in provincial politics ahead of the October 2026 election. Two of the five parties still have no leader, with the Quebec Liberal Party set to elect a new leader on March 14th after Pablo Rodriguez stepped down in December following internal party turmoil. Meanwhile, the CAQ will choose its new leader on April 12 after François Legault announced his resignation as Quebec Premier in January. Bernard Drinville and Christine Fréchette are both running to lead the CAQ, and a recent poll shows Fréchette with a significant lead. All of this as the Parti Québécois continues to lead in the polls. Joining me to break down the latest and what to expect ahead of tomorrow's resumption is political analyst Karim Boulos. Karim, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Starting off, recent polls, as I mentioned, show Fréchette with a strong lead ahead of Drinville. How decisive do you think this race is at this stage?
I think people looking for change, which I think is most people in Quebec right now, looking for a change of wind, a change of direction, are far more interested in Madame Fréchette because she doesn't come with any baggage. Mr. Drainville had a mixed review as education minister with the Parti Québécois, his handling of the environment with Lâchez-moi avec vos gaz à effet de serre, comments as director, minister of the environment. He is somewhat popular in the Quebec region, Quebec City, and some of the outlying areas further north. Madame Fréchette is far stronger in Montreal area and surrounding because her position is viewed as one of the economy.
Now, a little later this month, the Gallant Commission report regarding the SACLIC fiasco is expected. How might the findings impact the CAQ ahead of October?
So this SACLIC issue is really going to stick to Mr. Legault. I think both candidates for the leadership are going to try to distance themselves as much as possible, despite having been in the caucus and the cabinet with Mr. Legault, and they will look to improve. And the same rhetoric we hear every time a report comes out with anything that's damning and accusing. I think it's still going to be a tough race, regardless of Mr. Drainville or Madame Fréchette to take over as leaders. It'll be a very difficult task to try to catch up with Mr. Saint-Pierre Plamondon.
In just over a month, the PLQ will elect their new leader, so March 14th. How important do you think this leader is going to be in the party's chances?
It's going to make a big difference about the rebuilding, and that's really the issue for them. It's a chance to start over. I don't think anybody has their eyes set on 2026. I think it's more of a rebuilding phase to try to bring back the credibility of the party.
Now, Marwa Rizki has said that she will rejoin the National Assembly. Do you think that she'll rejoin the Liberal caucus?
Well, she's returning back to her seat. She's not seeking re-election in the fall. So it will depend on the new leader, whether he is willing to welcome her back into the party. I think that she would be happy to finish her term as a member of the Liberal caucus, but there's no advantage or disadvantage to her doing so, because if she doesn't seek re-election anyway, it's not as if she needs to be part of a team going into that election.
And just lastly, the PQ continues to lead in the polls. Are there any challenges that they may face ahead of October?
Any party in the lead has to worry about itself. And I think the Parti Québécois has to be careful not to double down and go too far down that sovereignty route, despite having many people support for them as a potential new government. And depending how the Liberals shape up and how the CAQ shape up, it could just be enough to give them a minority government, or possibly lose if they go too aggressively down the sovereignty route.
Karim, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.